so back to the 5 sheaths, then you have the external body, which is the first sheath. It's like the outer covering of the bark of the tree, if you will. It's the outer covering, and right beneath that is the energy body. Right, we start to get into the subtle body,
which is like the prana. Some people call it prana.
The pranic body or energy body. You can regulate it through your breath. That's why in yoga, one of the first things that you have to learn is how to regulate your breath.
Yes,
because it's
and in meditations
directly impacting your subtle body already. Then the mind, of course, is where
the thinking mind.
Yeah, we experience a simulation of our external world. Now, we know this incredible fact from not only Eastern philosophy, but psychology teaches us too, that we'll tend to see what we expect to see. What we believe is true is kind of what shows up for us. So in health, obviously, whatever we believe about what's healthy and what's not, we're going to tend to experience it as external reality. So now you have the physical body,
the breath,
which is
the
pranic body, then the mind. So those are 3 different sheets, but they're all interrelated and integrated.
They're not separate. They're kind of
and the more integrated they are, the healthier we are. Right? That's what we call well-being. When we feel good, when we're at optimal health, is that those 3 first layers of the body, or the 3 sheets, are integrated.
Well, and when I was in massage school, we learned physiology, and one of the things that or biology, one of the things that we talked about was the skin, our outer skin and the connective tissue, and then that connects to the bone, and every part of our body is like there's like a overlap. Like it's not like there's the skin and then there's the bone and then it's just like on top of it. It's all like one system in the body. So it's the same thing with our beyond the physical, there's a spiritual overlap of integration of all of them.
Yes. And so now we're in the middle, right? In the mind. That's the 3rd sheet in. Now there's 2 more sheets, but these deeper sheets, they're looking inward, right? If you notice,
the physical out there.
Yeah, most of the time from the mind, we're looking outward into the material world. But as we start to meditate and we start to concentrate and use the yogic techniques of looking inward, of meditation, and even some of the Western techniques of guided imagery, we start looking inward. And what we find when we start looking inward is the higher mind. And some of the practice, or in the Upanishads, that's actually called like it's translates as the intellect, or the enlightened mind, which is a slightly higher mind than our regular ego mind. It's not just focused on survival. It's focused on,
and we're aware of it right now. We're consciously aware of it. It's the witness, like that kind of part of our mind that watches.
Yeah, it's part of that. Yeah, it's the closest one that is to the witness. It is basically what the Greeks call logos, which is like a higher reasoning, not the reasoning of problem solving.
Is that where intuition would come from?
Yes, very, very much so. It's and in meditation might be what we call the third eye, where we're able to see things from a higher vantage point, including our body. So now we're looking inward, and from the mind we go 1 sheath in, and we're in the intellect, the logos. Then there's one deeper sheath, which is called the bliss body.
I like the bliss body.
Yes, and of course we experience it every night. Actually, when we go into deep sleep and we're not dreaming, we're touching that. We're getting very close to our source, to the soul. And so the body is regenerated. That's why you need sleep for good health.
And, that's actually interesting, because some people think the source is just that intellect, but it's really much deeper than that.
Much deeper, yes. And with meditation, you can actually go there consciously. You can go into that blissful state, and your body is regenerated. Every cell is recharged. And so that's why when you get a good night's sleep, you feel refreshed. You feel brand new, right? Your whole system is regenerated because you're sipping from that immortality, right?
The nectar of immortality.
Yes.
And so when we have, we're going to talk about dreams on Monday, and that will be creative dreaming, where we're going to talk about how to go into that bliss body, lucid space, and what happens when we dream. And
yes. So this model then gives us a more comprehensive way of working with the mind, body, spirit elements, where we're not just focused on, propping up the physical body, with chemicals and with Band-Aids and all that stuff, which we need, but not just that, right? Because we see that health is more of that integration of all those 5 sheets, where we're able to move at all those 5 different levels in a conscious way.
So, I'm going to take you through a brief meditation that's going to help you access all those sheaths, and then we'll answer some questions. So, if you want to, you can close your eyes, or you can do this with your eyes open, but it's nice to close your eyes for a minute. And I want you to imagine just getting in touch with your body, your physical body, like feel your toes and your fingers. Get in touch. A lot of times we're in our heads and we're not in our physical body. So try to focus on your lower body, and then you could start working your way up. Feel your ears and your face, your lips, your head, the scalp. And just really feel that heaviness of the physical body, the solidness of that appearing to be physical. And just thank your body for supporting you and your spirit in this life. Appreciate your body. It's a beautiful system. You can even sense the internally in your body, beyond your skin, internal, all the organs. You might not be able to touch them, but you can sense inside you that there's all these mechanisms running, your heart beating. Feel the beat of your heart. And then go one step inward and start to feel that in between the physical body, there's this energy. It's like a tingling, vibrating energy. It's between the cells. It's like a cushion of energy holding everything together. And you could feel it with your breath if you breathe in deep and exhale. And as you exhale, you feel that breath go through every cell of your body, and you feel that prana, that wonderful energy body. And it may feel like a tingling or a wave running through your body, vibrating all the cells, bringing life. Prana is life, the life force. And then when you go inward, you notice your mind. It's thinking, the thinking mind, that subtle mind. Not just thinking about this exercise, maybe thinking, this is really nice. Or I should adjust, I'm a little uncomfortable. Or I feel the vibration. I'm feeling the tingling. Your mind judging and analyzing what's happening in your body. Maybe even getting distracted and wanting to pull away. That's the mind, the thinking mind. Just notice your thoughts. how your mind just doesn't stop. It just keeps thinking, telling stories, running nonstop. And then take one step inward now, where you're going to notice the divine intellect, the logos, that part of you that's aware of being aware of your thinking, of your body, of your breath. You'll notice as you separate yourself from the thinking and start being the witness, you start to relax even more. Your body starts to feel even more calm. If it helps, you can even imagine floating outside of your body and looking down at yourself, thinking and breathing and existing in the physical world. And then finally, imagine that you move into the bliss body. It may be hard to experience in waking life, but just imagine that there's a bliss body there. Maybe a huge light surrounding you that's dissolves away. Imagine your body dissolving away, everything just dissolving away into this beautiful light. Just like when you go to sleep, you lose all sense of your physical body, your thinking, and you just dissolve into the bliss. Just in this moment, everything is perfect. Sipping from the nectar of immortality, your true self. In this place, you're in perfect health. Your mind is perfectly balanced. Your breath is perfectly even and natural. Everything is absolutely divine. No external distractions. This is who you really are. Remember who you are. And imagine taking that higher knowledge now and moving it toward the divine intellect again, moving toward the mind now. Imagine the mind being filled with this new information, more calm, more seeing things differently, thinking differently. The energy in your body even changes. You're remembering the truth that there is no illness, there is no fear. And then the physical body is now receiving that information from the bliss body. And you can do this every day. Start from the external, move inward, and then move outward again. This beautiful practice of connecting to all 5 sheaths, helping you feel at peace and remembering who you are. And open your eyes.